Sentinel, a length and a quarter off next. Gaining ground is Worse for Wear, followed by Shortery, and then a break to Indies Trader, followed by Justice Walk, Stan Hoblad, R.O. Pegas, Hadrian's Valet, Tallahassee, and last of all is Cup Night. On the side, past the halfway, and Devil's Ride goes to the lead. A length, Mountain Boy and Kilmore. Gold Mace 3 deep. Outgun getting a lovely run. Then Night of India, Court Destiny, Worse for Wear and Whiff, and then Shortery. A length, Red Sentinel, and then Justice Walk, R.O. Pegas, Indies Trader, Hadrian's Valet, and the last trio as they head for home are Cup Night in company with Tallahassee and Stanhope Lad. Around the corner, Devil's Ride hanging a shade leads Mountain Boy. Kilmore coming into the picture, followed by Court Destiny. Outgun momentarily held up, but now he gets out about 6 deep aboard Outgun. He's going after Kilmore, and at the 200, Outgun looking the winner, grabs Kilmore on the inside, about 2 or 3 lengths to Whiff, but Outgun has raced away from Kilmore and Whiff, and Outgun makes amends for an unlucky last start failure by winning today by 4.5. Outgun beat Whiff, third Kilmore, then Justice Walk, Mountain Boy, Gold Mace, and on the outside, Worse for Wear. Then came Night of India, Devil's Ride, Court Destiny, and Hadrian's Valet. Red Sentinel, Cup Night, Indies Trader, followed by Shortery, Stanhope Lad, Tallahassee. I know Devil's Ride pulling up very quickly in the run on, and Absolute, in fact, was R.O. Pegas.
After race number 3 in Sydney, we can see the head-on shot of the final stages, and Outgun down the outside with Mick Dittman in the saddle, racing away just hands and heels over the final stages. From Whiff in the red colours over on the inside, and Outgun racing right away to score in convincing fashion. Number 10, Outgun, Mick Dittman going to the post to take out race number 3 in Sydney this afternoon. Second placing to number 3, Whiff, K. Mosey, 65 cents. The Quinella returned a dividend of $13.10, and the trifecta was $69.05 for the numbers 8, 2 and 1 on race number 2 at Morfordville in South Australia. Well, as I said, the Ian McDonald steeplechase coming up. Some great action out there on a beautiful day at Moonee Valley. Lots of race.
Belvari, and Belvari got the race on protest. Lights on for the Ian McDonald. They're ready to go. Stand by for a start. Ready and racing. Out in the middle, Sir Stannis and Brandy for Mum jumped out quickly with Derry Donnell, and from the outside, Belvari away quickly. Oh, here's a line of about 5 or 6 reaching the first fence, and they're all over safely, where it's in the centre, Derry Donnell looking for a leader, finding it in Zamorino, and in turn Found got up on the inside as they go out of the straight on the first round, and it's Found going up on the inside to lead a half length to the New Zealander Zamorino. Third is Cobbler Boy, on the outside of him Derry Donnell and Brandy for Mum 3 deep as they bunch up. Belvari back on the inside of Tara Ruler, then Purposefully. Over on the inside of them, Iron Gate from Sir Stannis, followed by Freelay and Chosen Gift. Now there's a treble down on the steeple lane on the first round. Cobbler Boy got up on the inside to join Found. Zamorino's out very deep, and out on the outside of him Brandy for Mum as they go to the second. Derry Donnell saving a bit of ground, followed further back on the inside by Belvari. Then came Tara Ruler, Iron Gate, 2 or 3 to Purposefully Chosen Gift, Sir Stannis, and Freelay as last of all. They've gone over 4 fences on the 17 fence trip, and into the back straight they run on the first round. They're on the steeple track, and the leader down the back is Cobbler Boy. A length and a half to Found, a half third Brandy for Mum. 2 to Derry Donnell, 2 to Zamorino, a half Tara Ruler. On the fence is Belvari as they measure that one at the 1,000-metre mark. 2 lengths further back is Iron Gate, 3 to Purposefully, a length Sir Stannis. 2 then to Freelay and Chosen Gift last of all. Over the next along the back of the 800 on the first circuit, Brandy for Mum went up to Cobbler Boy, a length and a half to Found. 2 or 3 to Derry Donnell, fourth the favourite, a length then to Tara Ruler. Then Zamorino deep around the stable mates, which are Iron Gate, and on the fence Belvari. 3 or 4 further back Purposefully as they go to the next from Sir Stannis, and 2 or 3 to Chosen Gift and Freelay last of all. Coming up towards the second of the double at the school on the first circuit, and as they draw up towards this one, Brandy for Mum on the outside of the leader Cobbler Boy. They're together. Here they come to it, and Brandy for Mum landed a neck in front of Cobbler Boy. 2 to Found, a length then to Derry Donnell, a length then to Tara Ruler the Grey, a length further back on the fence Belvari, a half to Zamorino around Iron Gate, then Sir Stannis followed by Purposefully. 2 or 3 to Chosen Gift, and 2 lengths last of all is Freelay. Back from where they've started into the home straight they come, and there's not much between Cobbler Boy and on the outside Brandy for Mum as they come down and measure this one. Here's the one in front of the stand. Brandy for Mum, Cobbler Boy take off, rise together and land together. A length and a half to Found. Derry Donnell, Harnett is going to save ground. He got up on the inside to be fourth. A length and a half Tara Ruler, 2 to the Belvari. Then Zamorino on the outside of Iron Gate from Sir Stannis, Purposefully Chosen Gift. Last of all is Freelay. Going out with about 1,600 metres to go, all on their feet, and the leader is Cobbler Boy ahead in front of Brandy for Mum, and they're well bunched. Derry Donnell Donald. He's getting a beautiful run third on the inside of Found. And when they shifted ground, those leaders, Harnett quickly whipped him up on the inside. Derry Donald to go out after Cobbler Boy. Brandy for Mum has pushed off the track as they go to that first of three. Over at Cobbler Boy, Brandy for Mum, a length and a half. Derry Donald a half to Found. He turned himself inside out. Tararula pulled out wide from Belvary, Sir Stanners Iron Gate. Zamarino not going well, crashed through that one. Chosen Gift and Purposefully have got past him, and Freelay last of all. Into the back they race now. They've got 1,300 metres to go. Brandy for Mum a length in front. Derry Donald looks to be travelling well, the favourite second. Dropping out of it, Cobbler Boy. Getting up to third, Tararula. Fourth is Found. Then Sir Stanners, followed by Belvari Iron Gate as they go to that one. And Derry Donald, with a great leap, has hit the lead now. And they've got 3 fences to get over now after they jump that one. Derry Donald ahead in front of Brandy for Mum. 2 lengths to Tararula, a length into Iron Gate. Then Found, Sir Stanners, Chosen Gift. Dropping out of it, Belvari, Cobbler Boy. Coming up with 3 fences to go, 700 metres out. And it's Derry Donald getting to the front by a length and a half over that one. Tararula has gone up on the outside of battling on Iron Gate in the middle, running a good race. Derry Donald a length and a half to Iron Gate, coming after him a length into Tararula and 3 then to Brandy for Mum. They've got 2 fences to get over, 450 out. Derry Donald ridden into that jump about a length in front of Iron Gate and a half to Tararula. 4 lengths further back, Belvari, then Sir Stanners and Brandy for Mum. Iron Gate's rider had to hook to the outside. The turn's coming up and Harnett's throwing everything at Derry Donald. It's kicked away, 2.5 to Iron Gate, 2 to Tararula, then Belvari. But I think Derry Donald's got their measure. There's 1 fence to get over, 200 out, and Derry Donald desperately ridden by Harnett. 3 in front, Iron Gate trying hard. Here's the last fence coming up. He helps his favourite over the last, Derry Donald. He's home from Iron Gate and got into it. Then Tararula and Belvari. But it's Derry Donald, the Kiwi, by 4 lengths. Second home in the race is Iron Gate. I think Tararula got third from out very wide Belvari. Then Sir Stanners, a long gap to Cobbler Boy. Then Chosen Gift. Zamarino didn't fire, followed by Found. Brandy for Mum, the last one in, bar 2 of them, which are just trotting up around the home turn. They are Purposefully and Freelay. They're just trotting around the corner now. And the winner is Derry Donald, number 3. Number 3, Derry Donald. Too good for them. After Iron Gate looked a good threat, coming up towards the second last with about 400 to go, but he just died on his run. Number 9, second, Iron Gate. 3 is in the frame, 9 is second, Iron Gate. And the judge calling on the photo for third, we've got Tararula, and out wide, getting out very deep as Belvari to figure in this photo for third. There's not much between them either. 3, 9 and a photo after the running of race number 4.
Outgun, 120 and 75. Second, Whiff, $1.40. And third, Kilmore, paid 85 cents. Quinella was $9.35, and the trifecta $56.70 for 10, 3 and 1 after race number 3 in Sydney. As I said, they are at the gates in Brisbane, and moving in now for the start of this next event. There's the scene up there, and there was the scene prior to the WD Ross Stakes over 1,400 metres. Just listening down the line to Wayne Wilson, there's no mention of Big Raps being a late scratching, so it must be running. There's the scene, they're right, here's Wayne.
Start is not ready for them at the moment. Casino Rose and Lisa Loves Diamond well behaved on the inside. Ready to jump. Racing. Lisa Loves Diamond began brilliantly on the inside. Casino Rose a little bit slow to get going, and Big Raps dropping back shortly after the start. Now Star Dream began nicely, going up to vie for the lead, and Shining Wind is showing plenty of speed with Unforeseen and Blue Jay Way. Aces and Kings began fairly. He's worse than midfield at the moment. Oh, Casino Rose hit the running rail there, and she's dropped out last. She almost fell. Shining Wind is the leader, 1,000 metres out. Lisa Loves Diamond, a length and a half away second. Ahead to Star Dream, beautifully placed on the outside. 1 to Blue Jay Way, a little bit wide. Luskin caught on the inside of Unforeseen. A half to come, racing wide. Followed by Janice starting to pick up ground on the outside of Big Raps, and Aces and Kings taking the shortcuts on the inside. 1 to Easy now. Then Flying Flora, Cross Purpose, Casino Rose, and Vivid Dale is last. They come up towards the crossing, 650 metres to go. Shining Wind the leader. Star Dream the favourite, second on the outside. 1 to Blue Jay Way, and then Janice. Lisa Loves Diamond over on the inside. Then Unforeseen come racing. Luskin Court. A length further back to Easy now, starting to pick up ground. Aces and Kings just behind Big Raps, then Casino Rose. Cross Purpose to the outside, then Flying Flora and Vivid Dale. 350 metres to go. Star Dream has popped the big question now, and she's popped up on the outside of Shining Wind to vie for the lead. Blue Jay Way boxing on gamely. Here comes Aces and Kings and Easy now on the outside. Shining Wind's kicked again. Shining Wind is just about beaten off Star Dream. Aces and Kings and Easy now on the outside, coming up to Shining Wind. But this is going to be a real boil over. Shining Wind first. Shining Wind has beaten Aces and Kings and Easy now. Blue Jay Way and Luskin Court. 4 of them across the track for the Mitre Money, but Shining Winners tipped them all out. Then come racing, Star Dream stopped at the end, Lisa Loves Diamond. Big Rap's well back with Cross Purpose. The next one in was Vivid Dale, Janine's Unforeseen, and the last 2 over the line, Flying Flora and Casino Rose.
Well, number 8 has got the money there in Brisbane. Number 8, Shining Wind. Probably number 3, Aces and Kings second from 4, Easy Now. 8, 3 and 4 as Wayne sees them in race number 3. Race 4 at $2.25. The scratchy second, Iron Gate, $3.20. Third, Tara Ruler, $1.20. Quinella, $19.20. Trifecta, $181.20. And the running double, $10.15. Moving in pretty slowly in Adelaide for the running of the next event there. And there's the scene over behind the gates. This is race number 3 on the card, but only a field of 10. And it's the second division of the Romantic Dream Handicap at 155. Just repeating, there's a late scratching in race 4 in Adelaide, number 3, Corny. Race 4, number 3, Corny, a late scratching. Starter on the rostrum in Adelaide, 1,100 metres the journey, a field of 10, and we can take you to Ron Paps now for his call of race number 3 on the card. Previous event there went to Hathor, defeating My True Blue, or defeating Comarin Park and Medici. 8, 2 and 1 were the numbers in race number 2. Here's Ron for his call of race number 3.
Ready. Racing, and a pretty tidy start, a little slow if any. Fine Slice dropping back. Jubal Appeal, no early speed, and Regal Tours also getting back, but Cara's Magic won the start clearly. Finest Mail, Sleepy Seymour going after it, and so too is Lots of Zip, showing speed, but now dropping back a little with Swift and Free. Up there running about 4th and not far off the lead, Sumitomo. Then came on the inside, Fine Slice going up on the rail. 2 to Double Protocol, 1.5 Regal Tour, and 3 to Jubilee Appeal. Coming towards the turn, passing the 650-metre mark, and Lots of Zip just the leader. Sleepy Seymour next. Finest Mail locked away on the inside of Cara's Magic, has got it pocketed. 1.5 lengths Sumitomo, about 2 lengths away then the newcomer Fine Slice, who's run a pretty handy race to this point, and then came on the outside Swift and Free. They were followed further back by Double Protocol. He goes on the favourite Cara's Magic, but the run comes for Finest Mail. Could be interesting. Lots of Zip just the leader. No, Finest Mail got cut out. Sleepy Seymour comes with it, and on the outside Cara's Magic, and Finest Mail taking time to get going again. Sleepy Seymour holding the other ones, Lots of Zip, then Finest Mail. Cara's Magic's not going to run a place, I don't think. It's Sleepy Seymour going to the lead in the last little bit, and Sleepy Seymour wins. Second, Lots of Zip. Third's nearly a dead heat. Regal Tour got up on the rail, and split on the out wider was Finest Mail. Cara's Magic found nothing. Double Protocol ran on nicely, a good run. Then came out wide Swift and Free. Just in behind all of those was Sumitomo, and tailed out the other pair at the finish, Jubilee Appeal with Fine Slice.
9, 2 and a photo as called by Ron Paps on the 3rd in Adelaide. The winner 9, Sleepy Seymour. Second placing going to number 2, Lots of Zip. And it'll be pretty tight for 3rd between number 4, Regal Tour. 4. The winner Shining Wind paying $36.85 and $6.90. Second, Aces and Kings, $65. Third, Easy Now, $1.55. Quinella, $67.70. And the trifecta, $5,349.35. That's the result, race number 3 in Brisbane. Now the approximates for the 4th event in Brisbane.
Iron Gate, Tara Ruler, Belvari is down the outside, and Sir Stannis. Here's the last one. Derry Donnell comes to it, jumps it safely, and Derry Donnell has got the Ian McDonald steeplechase in his keeping. Derry Donnell is coming on to score about 5 lengths to Iron Gate second. Third home probably Tara Ruler.
Derry Donnell, ridden by Nick Harnett, a fine horse. They'll jump at any second. Reaction, the inside runner. Light flashing. Line looks perfect. Gates open, they're off. Pride of Kingston balked at the start. He's a clear last out of the barrier, and Rhode Island went straight back to the tail. Bouncing out in front, Prince Invader. Natural Habit began well. King Chaos and Reaction are handily placed, and Pride of Kingston showing good dash after that slow start. Sealed with a Kiss is not too far away. Nixon settles down just behind the leading pack. A little more than a length to Marceau, and out 3 deep as Grelette, with Rhode Island between horses, followed by Retford, and last Bow Kingdom in the run to the first turn. And Prince Invader, who loves to lead, is lobbing along in front, led by nearly a length to Reaction, who got fired up a bit. He's pulling hard. Running third, King Chaos on the outside, then Pride of Kingston on the inside of Natural Habit. A length and a half to Nixon on the inside of Sealed with a Kiss, followed by Mr. Marceau Grelette. Bow Kingdom starting a forward move, and then Rhode Island and Retford dropped out last, but they're tightly bunched. 700 metres out, and King Chaos now strides up to join Prince Invader and Reaction, and they're going together. Natural Habit's in 4th spot as they near the turn, being ridden along. Pride of Kingston on the fence, followed by Nixon between horses, and then Sealed with a Kiss. Grelletta's very deep, even wider Bow Kingdom as they turn for home, and Retford is last, and back with him Rhode Island. Into the straight 400 out, Prince Invader led over King Chaos. Natural Habit on the outside, Reaction's gone. Mr. Marceau running on well, and Nixon is struggling as they top the rise, where Prince Invader led over Natural Habit. Mr. Marceau coming through in the centre, and down the outside Retford with a wet sail. He's the one to beat Retford. Retford coming home right over the top of them. Prince Invader's in front. Retford ducked in. He's grabbed Prince Invader, and hard to the line goes Retford to beat Prince Invader. Third's a toss-up. Natural Habit or Mr. Marceau, and Rhode Island right behind them. Then Grelette followed by Nixon. Bow Kingdom and King Chaos. Reaction Sealed with a Kiss, and Pride of Kingston has run last. Stand by for numbers on the Bert Lilly welter. But it's a strong finishing run by Retford, ridden by Gavin Duffy. He was absolute last on the home turn. Retford on the TAB to pay $3.15 and $1.10. Number 2, Prince Invader, to pay $1.10. Tight third, Natural Habit might just get it, however, Kenny, $1.40.
Yeah, I think he will, John. Very good run by Retford. They crawled in front, and if you see a drop of water on the track again, forget Nixon. He was never really at home in the going, and he just likes it hard and fast. But as we pick it up there, Retford runs to Prince Invader. You can see he's won clearly. The horse in the pink checks in the middle with the blinkers, that's Natural Habit, and you'll find that he's just held on for third placing. No doubt about the winner, Retford, and as John told you, he's paid a bit over 5 to 1. That was the story of race 4. We move to race 5, the first leg of the Daily Double. One of the harder races on the program. My tip, number 1, Brits Kingdom.
Righto, Kenny, well done, and that's good advice from Ken. If somebody turns on a garden hose, you can forget about Nixon. He's just not the same horse with a bit of shifty ground underfoot. The winner, incidentally, is by Aurealis, who's best known as the sire of the super sprinter At Sea. Numbers official now: 4-2-3, Retford, Prince Invader, Natural Habit, 4-2-3, and the official totes $3.15, $1.10, $1.10 the second, and $1.40 for third. Righto, coming up on Wide World of Sports, we return to the Pat Cash, John Fitzgerald clash.
Yes, sir!
Happy Live.
That's the third ace.
Lord Turk Warrior out very deep around the outside of Bowl Lily. Few laughs Dashing Kiwi, and last clearly on the inside Dowling Bay. Around the turn at the 1300 metre mark, Bow Courier led about a half length Mnemonic, who's going up on the outside, and the favourite will be in front shortly. It's Mnemonic moving up to Bow Courier. A length then to Yarp Turk Warrior, followed by Detenue, who's got up along the inside. They're followed outside it at the head of the others by Lord Tiamo easing back, and Count Comran went up in the middle. Along the back they race 1200 to go. Bow Courier and Mnemonic together. About a length in front of Yarp Turk Warrior third. Fourth Detenue on the inside of Count Comran. Lord Tiamo out 3 deep, a length and a half. Spanish Luster, Bold Lily pulled out wide from Dowling Bay. Then further back Few Laughs and Dashing Kiwi, but 6 lengths only covering the field. At the school they race 700 metres to go. Yarp Turk Warrior went up to Mnemonic, and on the inside Bow Courier with Lord Tiamo joining in. Mnemonic under pressure and not doing enough. Here's Bold Lily pulled out and running on from Count Comran. Lord Tiamo 550 out, swept to the front from Bow Courier. Bold Lily running on to third. 2 lengths further back Count Comran. Detenue trying to get a run running on fairly, and then further back in the field all Mnemonic's going to run near the tail from Dashing Kiwi. On the turn though, and Lord Tiamo a length Bold Lily. Then Bow Courier from Detenue, Count Comran, Dashing Kiwi. Lord Tiamo straightened about 3/4 in front. Detenue driving home in the middle, and Bold Lily further out from Bow Courier. In the straight the leader Lord Tiamo. Detenue, Bold Lily gradually getting to it. Detenue might be going better in the middle, moved up to Lord Tiamo and Bold Lily. Detenue and Lord Tiamo coming to the line, or Detenue a nose. Detenue or a dead heat between it and Lord Tiamo. Third home in the race is Bold Lily from Dashing Kiwi. Then further back was Count Comran from Bow Courier. Then came Few Laughs, well back Dowling Bay, Spanish Luster. Yarp Turk Warrior, the favourite, Mnemonic, absolute last. Wait for the placings here. Judge calling on the photo after Lord Tiamo turned in front. Detenue and Bold Lily have gradually worn it down. And it was Detenue getting to Lord Tiamo in the shadows of the post. I think if the judge can separate them here, it'll go to Detenue right on the line. Judge calling on the photo, little between them, but I fancy Detenue right on the post over Lord Tiamo. and Bowl Lily on the outside in third placing. Not much in it, but Detenue for mine to get the photo. If he separates them, it'll possibly go Detenue from Lord Tiamo and Bowl Lily dashing Kiwi in fourth placing. Mnemonic jumped away with them. Raced on the outside of Beau Courier, and number 6 gets the photo. Number 6, Detenue. Number 6, Detenue, ridden by Harry White. Second placing to Lord Tiamo has just failed. Number 7, ridden by Gary Skinner. And third is for Bowl Lily, ridden by Darren Triandafalou, 6, 7 and 4. 6, 7 and 4. The winner should pay tote of $260 and $95. Lord Tiamo to pay $140. And Bowl Lily to pay $1.45, 6, 7 and 4. Well, I don't know what you make of the performance of Mnemonic. I can't give any excuses to what's happened to the horse. He raced on the outside of Beau Courier, but the pressure was on at the 600 metre mark, and he was the first to fold. And he's finished at the tail of the field.
95. Second, Prince Invader, $1.15. Third, Natural Habit, $1.50. Quinella was $11.60, and the trifecta, $127.70. That's the result of race number 4 in Sydney. Correct weight has been notified of Moonee Valley. Weights right, 4, 6, 7 and 4. The winner, Detenue, ridden by Harry White. Second, Lord Tiamo. Third, Bowl Lily, 6, 7 and 4. After race 5 at Moonee Valley. Back with more Grandstand after this. Double on 3 and 6 paid a dividend of $5.70. The extra double in Melbourne this afternoon. First leg won by 4 Isle. No substitute required in the first leg. Second leg sub number 3 Mnemonic, and the winner was 6 Detenue. So the combination you need for the extra double, 4 and 6, a dividend of $13.05. We're coming up to the running of the next event in Brisbane. Before that, we have a late scratching in Brisbane. Race 7, number 3, Le Irresponsible. Number 3, Le Irresponsible, is a late scratching, race 7 in Brisbane this afternoon. Our next event is...
Abstraction a little bit slow to get going. He missed 2 or 3 lengths at the start, and his last of all, Kratom in front of Evan Morton, Great Wave as they run past the post the first time. Glamantia moving up to be 4th on the outside of Copper Planet. Paolina next on the inside, Wonder Bowl by Jure, followed by Danaher a little bit wide. Pittsburgh and the Entity together, then Winifred Street. Abstraction over on the inside, second last, and Shumba last of all, leaving the 1800 metre point behind them. Not a great deal of speed on. Evan Mort makes play out in front. It's Evan Mort leading by a length. Kratom running second. Great Wave 2 away third, and a neck to Glamantia fourth. Another 2 to Paolina and Copper Planet together. Bowl Bijou and Danaher picking up ground on the outside, both pulling a little bit, particularly Bowl Bijou with their slow speed in the early stages. In fact, he speared off the track there a little bit, Bowl Bijou. He got out 4 or 5 horses deep. Olsen trying to settle him at the moment. He's racing 3 wide on the outside of Pittsburgh and the Entity. Abstraction is back third last inside of Winifred Street, and Shumba's last of all. 1,200 metres to go. Evan Mort just in front of Danaher. 2 away third, Kratom on the inside of Great Wave. Then Glamantia and Paolina together. Another 2 lengths to Bowl Bijou racing on the outside of Copper Planet, followed by Pittsburgh and the Entity, the 2 stablemates together. Abstraction still back third last on the inside, 15 lengths from the leader, being passed now by Winifred Street and Shumba's last of all. Heading down the side, 850 metres to go. Evan Mort neck in front, Danaher second, 2 to Great Wave, 1 to Kratom hard ridden, then Glamantia and Paolina, 1 to Bowl Bijou, then Pittsburgh picking up ground on the outside of Copper Planet, Winifred Street, then the Entity. Abstraction now second last, and Shumba last. Over the crossing, 600 metres out, Evan Mort just in front of Danaher, moving a little closer, applying a little bit more pressure now, Danaher, but he's under a fair bit of pressure himself. Great Wave is dashing up 3 horses deep, Glamantia just behind them, and then Paolina. Bowl Bijou coming into it at exactly the right time, and Abstraction, he's worked his way through the field. He's now coming to the outside of Bowl Bijou, and he's finishing generously. Great Wave in front, 300 metres to go. Bowl Bijou can't get him. Abstraction looks the danger on the outside. He's coming hard now, Abstraction. Williams is riding him pretty confidently. Paolina's still there in the middle. Abstraction just in front. He wants to duck in a little bit. He's just in front of Paolina, who's a real danger now. Paolina coming at Abstraction, and she's got him. She beat him right on the post, Paolina. She got up to beat Abstraction. Third, Great Wave. Fourth name was Copper Planet, and then Glamantia, Shumba, Winifred Street. Bowl Bijou stopped very quickly on the straight. Pittsburgh and the Entity next. Then Danaher, Evan Morton, Kratom last of all.
Numbers should be 7, 3 and 11. 7, 3 and 11. The winner, number 7, Paolina, right on the line from number 3, Abstraction. Third, number 11, Great Wave. 7, 3, 11 after the running of race 4 in Brisbane this afternoon. The Tattersalls Cup is race 5 there at 3 o'clock, and 3:11 official at Eagle Farm. Here's Ron for his call.
And there they go. And a tidy start. Loyal Guard away well. Lady Joanna getting back on the rail. One of the last away was King's Report. And in the charge to the turn out of the straight, Slick Gem, the southeasterner, is putting the pressure on and takes over from Loyal Guard. Bogey's Best, another southeasterner, moves up to about third. And then Danska. Caught out deep around the outside of horses. Then Jules for Jade. Going up in the centre, Chapel Street. And with those on the rail, Lady Joanna. In that group 2, Alistair John, followed by King's Report. Getting back in behind them, Regal Playboy is wide. They were followed then by Easter Tambell. Pride of Prestige gets up ahead of it as they work towards the side of the course and they start to sort themselves out. Shells has dropped back to the tail of the field and is a clear last now. Moving up midfield, Danska as they work to the far side. And here the leader gets right away, Slick Gem, the southeasterner, revved up, led by 7 lengths. Loyal Guard is second on the inside of Bogey's Best. 2 lengths away, Jules for Jade on the outside, who's made a little bit of ground. And then came Lady Joanna, Regal Playboy. Moving up around the outside, Danska. In that division next came Alistair John. Lady Joanna shuffled back on the rail as the leader comes back to them at the 1400. King's Report, Chapel Street, a next spot on target around them. Further back in the field behind them, Pride of Prestige, covered and shaded by Easter Tambell, 2 Kittens Girl and 2 to Shells, who should be suited by the pace, even though it is travelling at the tail, the filly. So they work down the side now. They've gone by the 1200. Slick Gem 3/4, Jules for Jade 2.5 away, Bogey's Best. Over on the outside, continuing to make good headway, was Regal Playboy. They were followed next then by, moving through along the outside, Alistair John in a pack with Loyal Guard. In that division 2, working into the race, Bogey's Best and also spot on target, Lady Joanna. They jam up. Danska is there and so too Chapel Street and Easter Tambell. There's only about 6 or 7 lengths first to last. Kittens Girl, King's Report and Pride of Prestige is last now, and it's on. They're starting to go harder at the 650 where the leader is Alistair John narrowly now. Slick Gem is beaten. On the outside, going after them, spot on target. Shells from last goes up to be a leader now. Lady Joanna's eventually got away from the rail and moves up deep at a cake and claim. Then Chapel Street, followed further back by King's Report, Regal Playboy. Shells from last to first into the straight. Kicked a length and a half. Lady Joanna is after her. Then further back, spot on target, Alistair John. Down the outside, Chapel Street and King's Report. Lady Joanna and Shells, the girls. They're fighting it out at the 200. Clear a spot on target. Lady Joanna drove about a neck clear. Shells is trying hard to go with her, but the older mare just in front getting close to home, and Lady Joanna wins it by a long neck to nearly a half. Shells got second, 5 away third. Spot on target, King's Report, Chapel Street, Regal Playboy, Jules for J. Loyal Guard. Then Pride of Prestige, Kittens Girl. They were followed further back by Danska. Then came Bogey's Best, who collapsed in the field. He dropped right out. So too did Slick Gem and also Alistair John amongst the last. In Easter Tambell, the hurdler was last.
1-2-16, the placings, race 4 in Adelaide. Lady Joanna getting up to score by about a half length from...
To Royal Randwick live under an Asia blue sky for a really magnificent afternoon. The race coming up is the Journalist's Plate. I don't think any of them are going to reach the annals of the all-time great. But Ken, I was tremendously impressed with Telavari's midweek win recently. He beat a mediocre lot, but he beat them well.
Yes, John, and punters have stuck with Televari. He's got the Bart Cummings polish and Mick Dittman's riding skills. I reckon if you'd give him perhaps another week and a half work, he'd have been a good thing in this race. The edges off the track, that'll suit Televari and gives him a chance. I haven't backed him. I've stuck with a proven 1.5 mile horse, Brits Kingdom. She's got plenty of weight, and probably the run will help him, but he's 8-1. I think he's great value. 9-2 Kalani's pick, 16 past the hat, 20 Super Seal. Televari is a clear-cut favourite at 2-1. Wild and Woolly is at 30. Attila Prince at 8-1. Exceptional Angel into about 11-1. Sailor V at the same